check my net. We're live. Hello,
Hi.
hello.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. Good evening from Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea. Hello, hello from the Philippines and UK. Hi,
Mm.
actually broadcasting live to all our pages and other social media platforms. If you are watching us live right now, please say hi and tell us where you are watching from. And to those who will be watching this on a replay, please do the same. By the way, my name is Jel and I'm based here in Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea. I am digital entrepreneur. That's actually our side hustle because we're also working full time, my husband and we are originally from the Philippines, but we're now based here in Port Papua New Guinea. So last week we actually have HR professionals guest turned digital entrepreneur. So for today, we are going to nurses who actually turned digital entrepreneurs. So we have Charlie, say hi. She's from
Hi.
the Philippines. And we have Precious, she's actually from United Kingdom. So medyo global tayo ngayon, di ba?
Yes.
Right. So I would just let the two of you introduce yourself and please do tell us about your nursing background before you actually started your digital entrepreneurship journey. There. Maybe we start with Charlie.
Hi. Good evening. I'm coming in live from Manila, Philippines. Uh, I was a nurse for the past 10 years. So I was working like 5 years here in the Philippines before, and then I went to Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh specifically. So, yeah. So before becoming an entrepreneur, it was uh, actually, I really didn't want to become a nurse. I never, uh, hindi ko nagustuhan talaga. Actually, I didn't want to be involved in anything, in any profession in the medical field. However, kasi nung time ko, yung mga early 2000s, di ba, very in demand ang nursing. So, alam mo na, ang mga mother. So,
Yes.
yung mga mother, medyo na-pressure ng konti. At saka at that time, medyo hindi pa ako ganun ka decided talaga kung ano ba yung gusto kong gawin. Pero ang gusto ko talagang gawin is magpayaman lang talaga. Gusto ko lang
Negosyo, negosyo.
magkanegosyo. Yes, yun talaga ang gusto ko, magkanegosyo. And tinanong ko si mother, I asked her parang, okay, so paano ko kikita in nursing in the future? Paano ako magkakapera sa pag-nurse? Tapos
Mhm.
ako din sumagot nung tanong ko. Sabi ko, so pag nag-nursing ako, mag-a-abroad ako. Pag nag-abroad ako, kikita ako ng maraming pera. Tapos magtatayo ako ng negosyo ko. So, parang ganun yung nangyari. Medyo very light. So, ayun, ganun siya. So, yeah. So, I became an entrepreneur because I find it's like, actually the pandemic was like my turning point. For some, for a lot of people, it's a curse. Alam mo na maraming namatay, maraming masasamang hindi magagandang nangyari nitong
Yes.
pandemic.
So,
But for me, actually, it's a blessing. It's like a realization for me. Kasi parang, during the pandemic, I felt like parang hindi tama yung nangyari. Parang I
mhm.
wanted change. I want my life to change. And I was not happy because I am away from my family. I don't have my own family yet. So, sa akin, it's hard. Kasi mag-isa ako sa Riyadh. So, ganun siya. And then, so, ang meron ako is yung parents ko, yung mga kapatid ko, and then my niece and nephews. I saw them, I saw them becoming, getting older and growing faster. That's why I decided to become a digital entrepreneur.
Wow. So si Mami pala ang reason bakit nag-nurse. Yes.
Medyo.
'Di ba? How about you, Che? Precious.
Hi. I'm Precious. So everyone calls me, well, my Filipino friends especially calls me Cheche. So that's a common
Che.
nickname in the Philippines. Pero ano lang, trivia lang kasi when I came here, I thought hindi nila ma-pronounce ng maigi. So I just went back to my my first name, so Precious.
First name,
So,
yes.
yes. So I've been registered since 2007 in the Philippines. So medyo mahaba yung journey ko. First of all, I wanted to be a nurse because I think it was the second best to next to being a doctor, because that was my ultimate
Mm-mm.
dream growing up. Like
Oh.
naalala ko na kapag tinatanong what do you wanna be when you grow up, parang yun yung drawing ko every time na gusto ko maging doctor.
Ah.
But because I knew na sobrang madaming years that gugugulin doon, and then obviously financially medyo magiging strain kasi hindi ka makakatulong. So I said, okay, let me try nursing. And then at that time nag-boom na nga din the big American
Oo.
dream
Mm.
of going to
Yes.
Yes.
the US. Una pa nun, kasi doon nagsa-start magpa-migrate of Filipino nurses. And then recession happened. So I actually got a scholarship. I did IELTS. So if no one knows about it, it's an English academic exam that you have to pass
Yes.
to get to most
Mm.
Western English speaking countries. So I went for that like early on, even before I graduated. I got a scholarship going to North Carolina, and then I think
Mm.
because my university was partnered with a tertiary hospital in the Philippines, I kind of didn't. I was really blessed to be tawag doon, ma-absorb kagad ng hospital.
Wow.
Kasi at that time, parang ang daming pool of nurses when I graduated. So,
Yeah.
but I was really blessed na partnered nga namin yung hospital na yon. And then meron silang partnered na agency going to the States. But again, recession happened. So,
Mm-mm.
hindi
Yes.
natuloy. So, then
Mm.
actually on a whim lang to, because I knew yung IELTS would expire to within 2 years. So, then I tried for
Yeah.
UK. Sobrang smooth. Sabi ko, okay, I really
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
consider it because it's cold.
For you
I don't
talaga.
like,
Mm-mm.
oh,
Yeah, yeah.
kapag
Very
for
fast.
you talagang smooth, sometimes
Yes.
medyo may struggles and hurdles muna, but
Yes.
with going to the UK, it was really easy. Within 6 months, I was able to process everything before my IELTS expired. So back home, I was in the medical surgical field in nursing for 3.5 years, and then I migrated to the UK in 2011. So since then,
Mm-mm.
I moved up. So neuro rehab ako. In the Philippines, parang
Mm.
walang rehab centers post stroke.
Yeah.
So hopefully hindi
Mm-mm.
naman masyadong medical terms yung ginagamit ko, but I think stroke is a common term. Um,
Mm.
so after stroke or any kind of brain injury, we kind of admit patients for a period of 3 to 6 months to rehabilitate them. So ganun yung word na napasukan ko, which was
Mm.
entirely new to me when I came here, but I grew to love it. I started as a junior nurse, senior nurse, and then now I'm a ward manager 10 years
Wow.
down the line. So, ito yung background ko in nursing. I really love it, but because I think when you have a family, and I started my family here, I have two daughters and my husband, and we have, kumbaga, nuclear family lang. We don't have in-laws or my parents to
Mm.
help us rear our children. So,
Mm-mm.
we had to think about what to do
Yes.
next, because we can't really afford, in a sense that we can choose to have two full-time jobs, but we thought, okay, probably kung sino yung mas lower salary, all of that person or
Mm.
that spouse's
Yes.
salary will just go to
Mm.
childcare. So we had to make a decision, and then we found out this business that we can do things remotely, online based, and we can make profit actually with using online
Mm.
activity. So why not? So we did um
Yes.
uh consider this, and here we are. I'm doing nursing as full time, but
Mm-hmm.
actually our digital business is also our plan A, because it helps our
Yes.
family.
Yeah.
So yon.
So nice.
Sorry,
Grabe ang
napatagal ata.
achiever pala ni Cheche. Sobrang achiever pala
Ha?
to.
Ano?
Achiever ka pala.
I think all Filipinos are hardworking. So, I think
Yes, oo
Yes.
there's a
naman.
lot of us would resonate, especially for people or OFWs.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Parang ingrained sa atin to work hard,
Yes.
which is one
Yes.
thing we can be proud of as Filipinos, right?
Yes, go, go, go. All right. So, we are actually discussing about entrepreneurship na, no? Pero later. So let's just greet some of our viewers today. So we have Naveen. Hi, Joel. I am from Malaysia. He's watching from LinkedIn, by the way.
Oh, hi.
From the Philippines. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you so much. My husband is also watching. Thanks, Dad. And Ayin is, of course, watching from the Philippines. Our nurse is. Steffi is also watching. Steffi is from
Qatar, I think.
Qatar,
Car.
yes. And Coach Louville watching from Canada. It's
Oh,
thank you
Wow.
naman. Okay. All right. So eto, medyo the next question, medyo nasagot niyo na ng konti, pero na-curious
mm,
lang ako kasi sa point, siguro mga nung parang high school days ko yun na parang talagang sobrang sobrang in demand nung nursing courses. Like parang halos lahat yata nung klase nung high school, pag-graduate namin, talagang yun yung gusto nilang kunin. Because most of them really wanted to go abroad. Yun laging thinking parang kung
Mm.
gusto mong makapagtrabaho abroad, daw. So, kayo ba, why do you
mm.
want to be a nurse? Che,
Ayun, nasabi ko na kanina, 'di
oo
ba?
nga.
Like, because gusto ko talaga maging doctor. So I felt, okay, this is the second best and would also help me work alongside doctors. But I think before in the Philippines, I think medyo hierarchical.
Mm-mm.
Nurses are seen na parang assistants. But actually, when I went
Iba.
over here in the UK, I realized no, no, actually we are, professionals in our own right, and
Mm.
Yes.
I grew to build that confidence and competence. Na actually, we are colleagues in a sense. We do different roles,
Yes.
but we are professionals in our own right, and I see that working alongside the other healthcare professionals. So yun, it's nice to kind of pass that on to my junior nurses as well.
Yes. Is
Yeah.
it the same case Charlie, in Saudi? Since si Charlie kasi worked in Saudi Arabia as a nurse
Ah, sa hospital setting, it's like, yes, it's like we're partners. Actually, most of the doctors, they rely on nurses. Kahit hindi naman sa Saudi. I think it's usually sa lahat naman it applies to all hospitals because even in the Philippines, actually the junior doctors, like the junior
Mm-hmm.
residents and then the interns, they actually ask more from the nurses and not from their senior doctors because they're shy to ask the bad. So, ang
Mm.
tendency sa amin talagang mga experienced nurses ang sila nagtatanong. Like for me, because I worked in
Mhm.
the ER for the past 10 years, I was an ER nurse. So, ang tendency lahat ng mga interns and junior residents, they ask the nurses, ma'am, what is this about? What do we do? What can I do? How to troubleshoot this one? Blah, blah. So, they're the ones actually asking. But in Saudi, going back to the question, sorry, in Saudi, yes, the hospital or the teamwork among the doctors, the medical team, it's actually it's good. It's like in the UK because I also have friends in the UK and they also tell me
Mm.
their experiences there in UK. So far it's the same, but yun nga, medyo yung sa sinabi ni Ate China dun sa parang hierarchy, it applies naman to the people, I mean the citizens in Saudi. Actually, they see us
Mm.
like they don't see us as nurses. They don't see us as assistants. Actually, they sometimes they not sometimes. Oftentimes they actually tell us like, "Hey," they parang inuutusan kami na parang ano ka lang naman eh, natulong ka, yaya ka and stuff. Yeah, it's like you're here to provide our needs. Parang ganon. And then I actually remind them na, excuse me, Baba or Ma, because I cater pediatric patients in Saudi. So I remind them that I'm a professional. I have a license. I'm a nurse. I'm working with your doctor. I am taking care of you. So if you want me to be nice to you, be nice to me too. Parang
Yes.
ganon. Yes. So, ganon. Ganun siya. Medyo
Nakakatawa to.
nakaka-irritate siya. Yung sa mga citizens, although hindi naman lahat ganon. May
Yes.
iba naman kasi na mga
Iba nga
educated na.
cases.
Although, yes, pero majority kasi dun sa hospital ko, ano kasi siya, it's like government hospital. So we take care of like the
Mm.
military or the families of the military police. Kasi yung hospital namin is a
Okay.
military police hospital. Yeah. So most are hindi ganun ka educated na tao.
Oo,
We just understand because
yes.
yeah, we're working in a foreign land. So
Yeah, kasama sa training yon,
ayun.
yung being professional talaga
Medyo
with your
yes.
patients. Yeah. Correct, correct. Ikaw ba, do you still want to be a doctor after
No
several
na.
years of, no na, okay.
No na.
Iba na ang
Talagang ano,
priorities.
as I said, plan A ko na rin talaga yung
Mm.
digital business because I think your priorities shift. It's not just
Mm,
getting climbing the career ladder ba. You also have to
mm,
think there are seasons for everything, and
mm,
your children won't stay young, right?
mm,
So we need to be there and be present. So parang you have to kind of make life decisions around
mm,
your priorities, and it shifts, diba? So you just need to
mm,
um, yeah, be firm and choose your steps. So for us as a family, we said, okay, tama na yung full-time ward manager post ko kasi it pays well. But as I
Mm.
mm,
said, we made sure na one parent is at home, and then we do
mm,
this together. Me as part-time, Jake, my husband, as a full-time dadpreneur. So it helps us kasi obviously I don't have to rush back home. Kasi oftentimes,
mm.
I don't know if you can resonate, Charlie, hindi ka makauwi-uwi. Alam mo yon, parang pag
Totoo,
nurse
ay
ka,
totoo.
gusto mo nang umuwi, handover pa, or parating
Yes,
maraming
yes.
competing priorities. So, uwing-uwi ka na, hindi ka pa makauwi. So,
Mm,
it's hard kung if ever I'm going to pick up my daughters and my husband is still at work. For example, that was our life choice. I would
Mm.
probably stress na I'm not there, you know.
Yes. Yes.
And it's hard as the manager, as the leader, if you can imagine, if I leave let's say someone had a fall, so very common yan sa ward namin
mm,
because we have
mm.
brain injured patients. So they
Yeah.
they don't know, they're disoriented. So minsan uwi ka na lang may emergency alarm pa. So parang you feel bad na leaving them. Parang you
Yeah,
want
yeah.
everything to be settled. So yun din. So it helps this business helps us to manage those unpredictable moments kasi one parent
Mm,
is always present with their kids. Yeah,
Mm.
mm.
so yun.
That's okay. Ito quick lang. What do you love most about your nursing job?
For
Charlie.
me, oo. Actually, ah, 'di ba ay sinabi ko naman kanina na hindi ko nga ginusto actually yung pagiging nurse. Pero eventually actually nagustuhan ko siya,
Yes.
minahal ko rin siya
Yes.
kahit papaano. Kasi sa 10 years ay mahaba din yun. So, ang pinaka nagustuhan ko talaga sa trabaho ko bilang nurse, ano kasi siya, rewarding siya in a sense na kapag yung patients mo is nakaka-appreciate sa'yo, very appreciative. Yung
Mm.
napakasimpleng bagay pero grabe sila mag-thank you. Yung thank you pa nila actually hindi lang simpleng thank you, eh. Bibigyan ka nila ng pagkain, tatanungin ka nila, "Ma'am, okey ka lang po ba? Kasi parang hindi ka pa kumain, parang pagod ka na." Yung mga gano'n. Actually very rewarding yun para sa'kin. Mas naalala
Yes.
ko nun, hindi hindi 'di ba, Ate Che, parang before actually, hindi pa ako nurse nun, hindi pa ako staff. Ano pa lang ako nun, under training. Tapos nasa ICU ako nun para kasi 'di ba 'pag training natin ano ka, ina-expose ka into different areas so that you would know kung anong area ang gusto mong pasukin, 'pag nagtrabaho ka na. Tapos, nasa ICU ako nun. So, I was with a patient like for a week long. And then I was able to see the patient's progress. I was very happy kasi parang, ay, dahil
Mm.
sa akin, naging okay siya. Yung parang gano'n. So, nagustuhan ko yun actually. I thought before na, akala ko nga baka mag-ICU ako. Pero I don't know, napunta na lang ako sa ER. Pero ayun nga, pero it's still the same. Kasi in ER, especially in ER, kasi very urgent ang cases, emergency. So, once na alam mo yun, may dumating na patient na for resuscitation or ano, tapos you were able to revive the patient. Actually, we had patients like stroke patients before there, and then all of a sudden I will not go into medical technicality. Our audience might not understand all of it. Pero baga, we had this patient. Uh, he was barely walking. He cannot talk. He cannot speak. And then all of a sudden, we just gave all the medications, all the necessary solutions, everything. And then at the end of the day, he was discharged. he was walking, he was talking and stuff. So
Wow.
yeah, it seems like it's just mild stroke, but the mild stroke actually just medyo ano din ang effect sa kanya. And then
Mm.
grabe yung thank you niya. In a way, doon medyo na ano ko na parang, kaya ako nurse. Parang ganon. Sa akin, very
Mm.
fulfilling yun actually. And also,
Yeah.
because I've met a lot of my few true friends, few good friends. I've met all of them in my nursing job
Mm.
as a
Mm.
nurse. So yes, the important people in my life, I actually met them during being a nurse. So feeling ko kung hindi ako naging nurse, hindi ko sila makikilala. So I wouldn't
Yeah.
be here. So yes, kung nasan man ako ngayon. So ayun.
Ikaw,
Ayun.
Che.
Ako, yun din, service. I think it's a calling.
Mm.
And it's a
Mm,
blessing then. You're a channel of blessing. So like in my current role, it's harder because you do people management. I think that's the most
Mm.
um I'm sure you can relate here kung, 'di ba,
mm,
Jel? Parang,
mm,
oh, ano ba? Parang late na naman 'to. Out of my comfort zone naman. I'll tell of someone again, not in a bad
Mm.
way, but some kasi I'm kind of I would say before I grew from parang medyo passive or to assertive. And then
Mm.
obviously hindi ka naman magpa-progress if you don't develop that
mm,
assertiveness and
Mm.
parang openness to learn and all that. So ang daming life skills then when you progress.
mm,
But like
mm,
what I do is I can impact change, in my current
yeah.
role. So I'm a blessing not just to patients and relatives. You also see yung rewarding journey of rehabilitation, as I said earlier. So you see na what you do impacts a lot of people. But also, it's also hard kasi nga you're going out of your comfort zone all the time because
Yes.
I'm the one who's supposed to take the lead and
Mm,
what do you call it? Uh, Implement change or
mm,
tell them even if they're not comfortable being told,
Mm.
giving them feedback. For me, if like that's sobrang pinush ko yung sarili ko kasi at the end of the day we want to give patient care, and if I don't tell that person that they're underperforming, then I'm not doing my duty, parang ganon. So that's the hardest part, I think, of being a manager is
mm,
managing performance and
mm,
managing people, their attitude, their
mm,
professionalism. You have to
Mm.
yes.
call them when they're not doing what they're supposed to do. And I always tell yung mga nurses under me, like, you're only telling this because you don't want them to face the court. Parang medyo ultimatum eh. Parang at the end of the day, even if I'm the evil witch, if I'm the evil witch, I'd rather be than them going on and on doing their bad habits and then
Yeah,
them
yeah,
facing court and losing
True.
their pin. So let
yeah.
me put a stop to this. Parang may kasabihan dito, nip it in the butt. Like parang i-cut mo na now. Do it now and
True
before
it.
they carry on with bad habits. And eventually,
Yeah.
you never
Mm.
know. So it's hard kasi, you get to real kasi may ano ko eh, parang I kind of want people to like me. I think some of us can understand that, but
Yeah.
as you grow, parang you do every career
Yeah.
step, you realize you cannot please everyone, and that's
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
lalo if you're
You
leading a
know,
team, talagang you can please
Yeah.
everybody. Diba?
yeah.
Yun yung challenge talaga when you're
Mm,
on a leadership position already, no? Especially
mm,
sa part mo wherein you manage, I'm pretty sure, people of different nationality, diba? They came from different
Mm.
cultures. So somehow mag adjust ka rin sa kanila.
mm,
True.
There. So, ito na. Wait a second. Okay. So, what was the turning point na in your life? So, give us specific situation in your life. Tapos, that made you decide that you wanted to be an entrepreneur. What was that? Let's start with kay Chen na lang ulit.
Sige, ako talaga walang entrepreneurial background at ako yung type na in a sense, I just think of the now. Like, okay, yung salary
Mm-mm.
ko, gusto ko, ayoko, kasi si Jake, example lang sa mga may asawa. Ako yung type na okay, yung ngayong 1 month, let's think of 1 month, siya pag may nakitang sale, no, bargain yan. Let's go for that kasi in the long run, we'll save. Ako yung type na
Ay,
parang I wanna see results, you know? And I think for
Mm-mm.
entrepreneurs, hindi dapat ganon because it's not a get rich quick scheme, right? So
Mm-mm.
parang you have to build, invest, and grow it, and then you
Mm-mm.
will reap results, depending obviously on your investment or your
Yes, yes.
time
Take your
that you put
time.
into it, the dedication, the tools you
Mm-mm.
use, the system you use. Yeah. So for me, sobrang mind-blowing yon and
mm,
revolutionizing for me to even consider being an entrepreneur because I've always been an employee. My parents didn't teach me really how to be an entrepreneur. Growing up, they
mm,
managed parang apartments, but they really didn't involve us. So parang I was brought up in to be an employee. Alam mo yon,
Mm-mm.
aim
Mm-mm.
high,
mm,
do well,
Yeah.
program, which is not
mm,
what wrong because I've done it
Mm-mm.
myself. You
Yes.
mm,
earn life skills. Kumbaga,
mm,
you learn, you become a better person, personal growth.
mm,
But I think
mm,
sobra yung pagiging entrepreneur kasi yun nga, yung mga sinabi ko before. And also, yung mga kwento ko earlier is that, yun nga, ang tawag dito, because of our children, our family situation,
mm,
we really wanted to try this. And si Jay kasi,
Mm-mm.
from a business background family naman siya.
Ah,
So, yun ang
mm,
ano namin. He helped me realize na, no, you can't see results straight away. Like,
mm-mm.
but your employer salary won't, parang yung kung i-versus mo, employer salary and
mm,
let's say a business salary, not salary, income or
Income.
profit is different. My salary won't
mm,
take me to maybe you know magkaroon ng emergency fund, let's say, because coming
mm,
here, there's a lot of visas, syempre, visa steps, before you become a citizen. Sobrang thousands of
Mm-mm.
pounds, I'm telling you, thousands
mm,
of pounds
mm,
to get us
Magastos.
to
Yes.
maggastos maging immigrant. So that draws you back a bit. So yun nga, but if
mm,
you're looking at the now, it's hard to be an entrepreneur. But if you're
mm.
looking for a brighter future, sa akin lang
Mm-mm.
to, but
Yes, it's
coming
true.
from, as again, an employee mindset, moving to an
Mm,
entrepreneur mindset, um, yun yung shift ng mind ko. Sobrang, um, it helped me grow even more.
mm.
Pero yun ang turning point ko, our family situation, our children. Stressful maging nurse, maging manager, pumuputi na yung buhok ko.
Oo. Yeah, really have a
Namumuti na yung buhok
change.
ko. Alam mo yon, parang sometimes kasi I have colleagues, friends, batchmates that are all managers. Sometimes
Mm.
we talk to each other. Parang, is work all we talk about? Parang ganun.
Mm,
Parang nagiging open forum because we have a lot
Mm-mm.
of mga stories na we need to talk
mm,
about so that we can cope. Um, so, yun, I don't see doing this for a long, long time.
Mm.
Um, yung nursing because of that alone. Parang, but again, I love this profession. I think it's a
Mm-mm.
calling for me.
mm.
And it's you're a channel. You're basically a channel of blessings. You don't even realize
Yeah.
na you bring good change and you affect people's lives.
Agree.
Um, I hope I answered your question.
Oo
Tell me
naman.
if I'm going off in a tangent.
Ikaw, Charlie.
Mga off topic. Mga off topic na
It's
ata nito.
okay. Charlie.
Yung sa'kin, parang nabanggit ko na siya kanina actually, 'di ba?
Mm.
Yung pandemic talaga. Kasi
Yeah.
actually when I became a nurse tapos sinabi ko magsa-Saudi nga ako. Kasi it's the easiest eh. Ay parang yes, parang actually never pumasok sa akin yung wala akong American dream, wala akong European dream, UK dream, wala talaga nun.
Ah,
Kasi alam ko yung parang may goal talaga, alam ko yung purpose ko. Ang endpoint kasi niya, I was just using my nursing profession to earn money and
to take.
eventually build my own businesses. Actually, not just
Yeah.
a business. I want businesses talaga. multiple businesses. Parang ganon. Although I don't have any background. Actually, this is the first. Pero yun
Mm-mm.
nga, nag-pandemic, actually, sabi ko lang nun talaga sa sarili ko and even to my family, to my parents, I told them na 5 years lang ako dito sa Saudi. I cannot see myself here working in for 10 years, 20 years. I was like, paano naman ako? Gusto ko rin naman gusto ko na magkaroon ng sarili kong pamilya, tumatanda
Yun
na ako.
talaga.
Yes.
Oo, medyo yun yung concern ko talaga. Kasi that time, nung umalis ako, single pa ako. So, medyo takot ako. Kasi baka maiwanan na ako ng panahon. Siyempre,
Kasi
gusto ko
busy yung
lang
nursing job eh. Wala nang time.
yun na nga.
Work
Oo, yun
life.
na nga. So, alam mo yung maglalandi ka, isisingit mo sa trabaho.
So true.
Tama.
Kaso nga wala pa rin. Pero even, yun naman. Pero yun nga, balik tayo sa turning point. So, parang yun nga, actually parang ano yun, nung 2020 talaga, bago itong 2021. Kasi ano siya eh, parang yun yung kaka-start lang nung pandemic.
Mm.
Tapos, nakapag-renew na ako ng contract ko. Ang contract namin kasi is renewable every year. So, parang
Mhm.
hala, ano na ako. Ang hinihintay ko rin kasi, because I had a loan sa Saudi. So, gusto ko din kasing tapusin
Mm.
muna yung loan if ever na mag-resign ako, mag-exit. So, kalas ay sorry, Arabic. So, baga, natapos yung loan ko, and then, sabi ko, baka ito na yung time. Tapos, sabi ko, sige, wait muna tayong
Dahil
konti.
natapos yung
Sabi ko,
loan mo.
oo, kasi natapos na yung loan ko parang agad-agad and na-resign. Hindi naman gano'n. Atat lang, hindi naman sa gano'n. Medyo, ano lang, parang nag-isip-isip muna ako. Sige, save muna tayong konti. Sabi ko gano'n.
Mm.
Tapos, eto na, yung parang kasagsagan na ng 2021. Hala, hindi na kami nakakauwi. Kasi nga dahil sa sitwasyon
Mm.
sa
Yes. Oo.
flights, diba? O yes, nagko-close kasi sila ng mga yung mga point of entry and exit, wala lahat. So sabi ko, hala, kasi ang vacation namin sa Saudi, sa hospital ko, every 6 months. So, medyo matagal na sa amin kapag umabot ng 1 year. So, bago ako nakauwi nun sa Pilipinas, ano na yun, 1.5 year na. So, medyo ano ko, parang naaano na ako, yung mental health ko talaga actually tinatamaan na. Kasi parang sabi ko, tama ba to? Ganito pa dapat yung nangyayari sa buhay ko? Parang hindi tama, parang may mali. Tapos na-realize ko na lahat ng pumapasok na lahat sa isip ko, parang grabe nakakabalo yung pandemic. Hindi sa pag-aano, pero totoo siya. Siguro kasi, in a way, kasi malayo ako sa family ko.
Yes.
Tapos,
Oo.
alam mo yun, yes, lahat ng family events na may miss ko. Every time na nag-video call kami with my parents, with my nephews, with my brothers, parang every time na nagvi-video call kami, parang I noticed na they're getting older. My parents are getting older.
Mm.
Yung
Mm.
gray hair nila, padami ng padami. Sabi ko, tapos parang pumapayat ng pumapayat. Tapos nakita ko din yung mga pamangkin ko, hala, ang bilis
Ang
lumaki.
lalaki
Sabi
na
ko,
nila.
bakit ganun?
Yes.
Yes. Tapos, na-miss ko lahat yung birthdays nila. Ang sad. Yung Christmas, yung New Year, lahat ng events na-miss ko parang ang sad. So,
Mm.
sabi ko
Mm.
no'n, "Ay, hindi puwede." Sabi ko, "Hindi puwedeng ganito." Sabi ko, "Hindi puwede na ganito na magtagal ako sa ganitong sitwasyon." So, tapos sabi ko, "Eh, total, pangarap ko naman talaga magnegosyo, baka ito na nga ang start." Sabi ko gano'n. Nag-decide na ako na sorry, medyo matagal na ata. So, anyway, parang nag-decide na ako na parang, "Teka, gusto ko ng iba." Naghanap-hanap na ako. I don't know, all of a sudden, feeling ko pinakinggan ako ni Lord or ng Facebook, ewan ko. Parang nabasa ako ni Facebook. May nakita na akong ad. So, ayun, parang, ayun na,
Na-attract
nagtuloy-tuloy
ka.
na. Nandito
Oo.
na ako. Ganyan. Yes, gano'n na siya. So, yun. So, yun yung turning point ko talaga, yung pandemic. As in.
Yes. Iba-iba, no? Iba
Mm.
talaga yung focus ng pag single ka dun sa may family ka na.
Yes.
True.
It's true. And for sure si Charlie mag-iiba pa din yan pag nagkapamilya na siya. Iba naman na yung
Oo.
focus niya, di ba? Pero at least, di ba,
Mm.
your business is set up already. Ano na yan, secured na
Yes.
yan.
True.
Yun na nga.
Okay. Ano
Kaya
naman?
nga.
Yes. I actually have a question for Cheche. Pero, basahin muna natin ang ating comments here. Neo, watching from Sydney, Australia. Hello. Thank you so much. Unique from Port Moresby. Thank you, thank you. And my Chuda is also watching from here. Thank you. Good evening, ladies. All right then. So,
Thanks for
eto, this
watching.
one is for Cheche naman. How did your nursing background help you in running your own online business? Kasi 'di ba syempre nag-start na kayo ng online business nyo and
Yeah.
yung background sa nurse medyo malayo. 'Di ba? To an online business. Technology, social media, online marketing, sobrang iba siya. Pero how did your background in nursing help you ba? And if yes, how did it help you in running your own?
I mean, um, digital age, everyone knows how to do Facebook, right? So I've been
Yeah.
on multiple social media platforms anyway.
Mm.
I used to love writing. And kasi dahil sa nursing na-polish na din at na-train yung writing skills.
Sa
You won't
reports ba
become a
yan?
nurse. Ha?
Sa reports ba yan?
Oo. Saka, syempre, you have to do IELTS na, di ba? English exam to get here.
Ah,
So, you
yes.
have good command of English. Anyway, in our business naman, you can decide what language you want to use.
Yes. No,
Katulad
no
namin,
requirement.
Taglish is comfortable.
Correct.
So, parang, and then Filipinos are all over the world. So, connections, it helps because obviously, if you're from a certain profession, you have friends all around the world who are global nurses too na actually will probably get attracted to the same business because it's online and you can share it everywhere, di ba? Parang your connections are from all over the world because we know naman nurses are one of the professions na madami abroad. So that helped as well. So yung, again, yung writing, parang, I like writing. I used to, and also like in the hospitals now, lahat na IT, parang IT setups. So we all do it in different digital platforms as well. Kasi syempre mas less paper trail, less
Yeah.
inaccuracies kapag all computerized, right? Even before I left for the UK, in the Philippines, we already used a lot of what you call it, computerized technologies or softwares or um, interfaces in order to document, diba? So it's not, kumbaga, when you're a nurse, you are familiar with different types of softwares or apps
Mm.
or, even for auditing in the hospital at the moment, parang I have audits that I can look up at my phone, rosters, I can look up at my phone. Yung kumbaga ganon, this is not just in nursing from like kahit anong background ka, everything is moving online, right? But specifically for nurses, madami kaming lahat ng documentation namin. Only a few are left bedside. I think mas high-tech pa sa iba eh. Kasi hindi kami acute hospital. As I said, neuro rehab kami. So, wala kaming ER, for example, because of the nature of our nursing, kumbaga, because specialized yung area namin. So we still have a couple of paper forms, but we are moving fastly to online or electronics. Kasi nga, again, kasi it's easier to save, di ba? May mga drives na that you can save it. What else? Mas madaling mag-investigate when everything is digital, right? Digitally stored. Even when I work from home, like now, I mean, I'm sick, I have COVID actually. I have COVID, so I'm actually on
Magaling.
isolation. I'm on isolation, praise God.
Hindi naman
Mild
halata.
symptoms lang. Pero yung boses ko, 'di ba? Parang malat. Anyway, so pag mga gantong instances na we have to isolate, I can work from home using like magko-connect ka lang, maraming IT stuff na you can access. So all that is transferable skills to this digital business and your personal knowledge and experience of using different social media platforms are actually helpful, right? So both your personal kind of skills na sarili mo because social media hasn't started just this year or 2 years ago when I started this business. It started way back when I was in the Philippines. So everyone, kahit parents ko nga like my mom used to have a kind of nice Nokia before, pero ang alam niya lang text and call. You know, parang, "Mommy, gamitin mo naman yung ibang apps." Pero now, like, mabilis na siya mag-type, text-text na
Yeah.
lang kami on Messenger.
Oo.
Parang, people are learning. So, you know,
Mhm.
regardless of what background you're from, even what age you're from, certainly for nurses, it's easier to transfer the skills because a lot of us are using digital tools anyway, right, Charlie?
Yes.
Um, yeah. So kahit na iba-ibang platforms, and in nursing, maraming CPD. So like I know in the States, I used to be an RN there before. Pero never ako nakapunta doon. Pero I managed to get a license there. But I know that before you even renew your license in the States, you have to evidence na you have a certain continuing, what's it called now? Continuing units ba of ongoing education.
Talaga? Mm.
Yeah, you have to maintain your licensure. You have to make sure na you are have ongoing learning. And where do you
Mhm.
get ongoing learning? It's all online as well,
Online.
'di ba?
Yes,
When
that's
you do
true.
your thesis, when you're doing masters, if you want ongoing education, the libraries are online. So it's literally transferable, whatever we are doing to maintain our own profession are all transferable to use in the online world as a business. And you're not employed. This is your own, right? You're building your own business,
You're the
your
boss.
own wealth, your own wealth,
Mm-mm.
you know, wealth that will transfer to your children and to the next generation.
Mm-mm.
So anyway, I ang dami ko na sinabi, ikaw naman.
Siguro, Chacha, ano din, no? Dagdag natin, syempre, skills na rin. It's just easier for you to uh, manage or help other people build their own successful
Oh, that's
digital
true.
business as well. Plus, since it's global, you deal with people, you deal with patients then with your nursing background. So definitely it helps, when you run your own business, madaling mag-adjust kasi alam mo na how you deal with people of different
Yes.
culture. Kasi naman our
Oh,
business we
that's
can
true.
expand to different countries, no, hindi lang dyan. So pwede kahit saan. So
Mm-mm.
definitely you will be dealing with people of different nationalities, different background talaga. So I think that
Mm-mm.
helps as well, no?
Oh
There.
Mm-mm.
yeah, what can I add something?
Sure.
Nursing is a teaching role. You
Yes.
know, you always teach students. Like I, it's like air you breathe. Teaching
You
a
passed it
colleague or a
on.
nurse. Yes, you have to teach. It's ongoing talaga.
Yes.
Paid or
Mm-mm.
not paid, it's something you do
Mm-mm.
all the time.
True.
So and also this business is a mentoring business, right?
Yes.
So we help
Mm-mm.
people start up their own
Yes.
business. So all
That's
those
true.
skills, oh, you know, regardless if you're a junior nurse, you've done this 1 year 2 years as a nurse, and you wanna transfer to a, you know, like, or make it a sideline, lahat yon
Mhm.
transferable kasi nursing is a teaching role. So you
Mm-mm.
help people talaga. Because you gatekeep, right? Like us, I'm a mentor, I'm a practice assessor, just to add, in the UK. So I sign off new
Mm.
nurses, student nurses. So parang sinasabi
Mm-mm.
namin yan na, okay, you wouldn't sign off someone who you won't allow them to look after your family, right? Kasi itong
Mm-mm.
future nurses. Kumbaga parang,
Yeah.
you can transfer all those mentoring skills you've learned along
Mm-mm.
the way
Mm-mm.
dito sa business na to.
Mm-mm.
That's true. And
True.
I think this is for Cheche. Hi, gorgeous ladies. Thank you for watching. Naveen is also business. Yeah, we'll discuss it later. And Daniel said, I commend all Filipino nurses and all because they are backbone of the Filipino families. Thank you so much for watching. And my next question is for Charlie. How
Mm-mm.
did this business change you and your current situation? Kasi I know si Charlie worked as a nurse in Saudi Arabia for several years back in the Philippines. Kwento mo
Yes.
naman.
So, ayun, malaking pagbabago. So, I just came back like a week ago. Kakabalik ko lang actually sa quarantine ko. So, now, ayun, physically, I am with my family. So,
Wow.
yun lang, very, yun ang sobrang ganda sa business na to kasi. Actually, I started the business even while I was still in Saudi. I started last year, like, I think it's August. I, yeah, I started August. medyo slow lang ang progress ko, pero still, I was able to bring the business here in the Philippines. So, ang sobrang change nun, ah, hindi na ako pagod. So, hindi na ako
Napapahinga.
Yay!
sobrang, sobrang stressful sa Saudi sobra. Hindi naman sa pag-OA, pero medyo talaga. Nagkasakit nga ako. Yun nga parang, kasi because of stress, I had hyperthyroid. But thankfully, medyo thankful din ako actually that I worked there in Saudi because it helped naman talaga a lot with my situation as well. Parang, yes, oo, nagkasakit ako because of my job. Because of my job there. Pero, my hospital was still able to help me in a way because medyo sagot kasi because when you're usually naman ganun kapag employee ka ng isang hospital kapag meron kang benefit may medical benefits ka. So, nung nagkasakit ako, so provided naman yung mga laboratories ko, everything, yung mga gamot ko, nakapag radiation na ako, nakapag RAI na ako. So, pagaling na ako actually na papunta na do'n. So, kaya nag-decide na rin talaga ako na umuwi na. So, kung gagastos man ako dito, I mean, for me, it's okay. Kasi my job there in Riyadh has helped me a lot. Also, it has
Mm.
helped me because if I did not go there, I will not be here right now with my family. So, ngayon, ayan, mas naaano ko na na-prepare. Naano na, baga sobrang precious na ng time, lahat. Parang lahat ninanamnam ko kasi kasama ko na yung family ko, yung gano'n. Yung
Ah,
parang, tapos kasi there
nice.
in Saudi, because I'm alone, single, so, ah, ako lahat, ako lahat ang
Yes.
alam mo yun, off ka na, kahit from work, magluluto ka pa, maglalaba ka pa, magpaplansya ka pa, lahat gagawin mo kasi mag-isa ka. Oo, parang so yun, naiba din. So, kasi in a way dito, pag uwi ka ng tapos, ay, nakakatuwa, meron na ulit nagluluto para sa akin. Yung pagising ko, may pagkain na. Yung gano'n. Tapos, yun nga, besides nakasama ko yung family ko, in a way, mas gumaan siya. So, gumaan yung, hindi lang yung pakiramdam ko eh kahit yung physical, being ko, mental being ko, emotional, lahat, nag-iba talaga. Parang sobrang fresh. Parang feeling ko it's a start for me. It's parang, it's a new start talaga. Para siyang ganun. Yun yung, effect ng business ko sa akin.
Mm-mm.
Ayun, ganun siya. Medyo, masaya ko. Yan, masaya ako.
Yes.
Ganun.
Masaya ka
Mm-mm.
kasi syempre you don't have to worry about finances na rin na umalis ka dun sa job mo in Saudi
Hindi.
kasi pag uwi mo sa Pinas, you have to and then you can earn din, di ba,
Oo.
from what you were doing
Yes.
in your
Oo, tsaka
business.
ang
Plus,
mm.
it's
Ang gusto
something
ko rin
fun.
kasi to add, yeah, that's why, yun pa yung gusto ko sabihin kasi sobrang nag-e-enjoy ako. Ewan ko, pero na-enjoy ko kasi lahat yung content creating and stuff. It's hard.
Oo,
Sometimes kasi
nice,
nagigil
no?
talaga ako, nade-drain ako. Pero it's fun. I'm having fun creating, tapos designing and stuff, tapos ganyan. Medyo sa
Lumalabas yung
family kasi,
creative skills mo
yes, medyo kasi ako,
na
medyo
matagal
creative din
natago
kasi
because
ako.
of the nursing job.
Oo, oo, gano'n. Tapos ang family ko kasi medyo malapit kami din sa marketing. Medyo magagaling magsalita yung pamilya ko.
Okay.
Yes,
Wow.
yung mother ko and yung dalawang kapatid ko, they're both financial advisors. Ganyan.
Okay.
Tinatanong nga ako ng isang brother ko kasi dati nga magme-medrep na ako eh. Kaso parang ayaw talaga, ipinag-nursing talaga ako. Kasi mag-a-apply na ako. Tapos biglang, ay, tinawagan ako ng hospital ko. So parang, okay, ayaw akong ipag-medrep gusto kong gawing nurse. So nag-kaya ako nag-nurse. So, ganun siya. So, anyway, yun nga. So far, I'm enjoying. Tapos I will be able kasi na to do stuff that I want. Gusto ko rin kasi
Yes.
mag-start ng
Mm.
traditional business. Just what I've told Jel
Mm-mm.
before. Gusto ko talaga. Kasi nga, I have a lot of things in mind and I have a lot of business that I want to start. Even if wala akong, pa talaga, wala pa akong business, wala pa akong experience in doing business itself.
Yeah.
Parang at least now, I have the time para gawin yun and mag-focus on. So, yun.
Yes, you can na
So
rin
happy for
syempre
you.
kapag earning na ang business, you can use your revenue na rin to set up another business, traditional business, whatever
Yes,
kind of
yes,
businesses you want.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
Daniel from LinkedIn, he says, I'm American with Filipinas and I hear their stories all the time. Yes, there are actually a lot of Filipino nurses all over the world.
Yes,
Yen is
true.
watching from the Philippines. Thank you, Yen. Ayin says, Charlie, it shows that you love running your business. Yes, kitang-kita
Yes, I
yan.
am.
There. Okay, Che, ito na. What advice would you give to other nurses who wanted to try the business but they're scared? Scared. Kasi syempre, yung iba parang medyo malayo nga eh. Parang, okay, nandito ako sa nursing job, tapos business. So medyo takot sila to really try it. Ano yung advice mo for them, to your fellow nurses?
I mean, I think um, all businesses have risks, right? And everything
Yeah.
in life actually. But with the business system that I also considered when I saw this opportunity, calculated risk naman which is in every business, you have to do your own research, right?
Yes to all.
You have to evaluate all the options after seeing them. You have to take the steps. In our business, you have to take steps, right? You have to take little actions in order to know the business more. And yun, i-increase yung insight mo and awareness. I think you have to be open kasi I know na this is not a traditional business. It's unconventional, right? Hindi siya brick and mortar.
Usual,
It's
yes.
something that is very relevant to the digital age, which is really good because the internet is really young, right? Everything is still developing and moving online. And the pandemic proved that, if you have online presence, that's the way that you can be um, strong as a business, right? And I think building this business from our founders 5 years ago, they already had this in mind, regardless of this pandemic happening. No one knew that this was gonna come, right? And this
Yeah.
will stay for as long as it is. So we're
Mm-mm.
still not out of it. But what's good is like a lot of nursepreneurs as well as us are experiencing reaping results regardless of what's happening around, right?
Mhm.
Even if they're magstay at home ka kasi like dito it's implemented that you have to isolate, right? And nursing is not something you can do at home. 'Di ba? Unless you're a manager like
Yeah.
me, right? Na pwede
Uh-uh.
mag-work from home. But you have to really go out there and you have to put yourself out there kasi it's a people service, right? It's a medical field. So you really have to be a frontliner. And I've seen people, getting mentally challenged in a sense, not in a bad way. I think everyone is more acknowledging dun sa mental stress of working in a pandemic as a healthcare professional. And I've seen my own staff rethinking their options. Like, is this really for me? Do I want to continue to be a frontliner? Because there are different types of nursing na it can be a desk job as well, or at least not fully
Mhm.
exposed and
Yeah.
hands-on with basic
Yeah.
care. And some are going there as an
Mm-mm.
option because they feel like they have to look after themselves. This is the time of the year, or you know
Mhm.
we're in the middle of it. Hopefully we're at the end of it, right? Na parang nire-rethink ng mga nurses if this is something they want to do in
Mm.
the added stress and pressure. And I think having a digital business as a safety net, whatever you call it, for us it's a plan A, but for others it can be a sideline, something that can cushion if they're probably they want a break. I have actually in my ward siguro mga 5 nurses na ang nag-resign based on what I just said, wanting to look at other options, looking at other things na less stressful, na they can look after themselves, their brain, their mind, their mental health, their physical well-being. It's about wellness na talaga because you have to make choices that will keep you well.
Yeah.
And this can be an option, right? This can be an option na if you want a break or even a plan B in case you don't want to do this in the long run and you want something you can call your own,
Mm-mm.
that can withstand and it can go with the digital trends. I think this is a good business because again, everything will be laid out to you in different steps by your own at your own pace. So that's what we did. And I think that helped us. But I think you really need to take the plunge. you have to make a choice, right? Even I think it's normal to be scared, as in all things, not just in business. It's normal. If something is uncertain, you get scared. It's normal, right? You can be
Mhm.
skeptical, like we did. Like we were like that before because like my husband maraming business na na undergo na scam pala, yung ganon,
Mm-mm.
especially online. I used to work online as a admin.
Mm.
Pero ano yun, by hour basis. So freelance work siya. Kasi I thought, okay, baka ma-supplement yung income ko. Pero job siya. Online nga siya, pero job. So it really
Mm.
took hours. So I really believed
Mhm.
na
Yes, may
there's
required.
something. Oo. So time in, time out din. And minimum wage. And this is not the same. It's not the same. And I can leave it automated. May automation sites siya.
May
But yeah,
system.
I think you really just need to take steps. I mean, this is not just for nurses, but for anyone who wants to explore the digital world, you know. But I think that's my advice. You have to really take action
Yes.
and consider it, take a calculated risk, and go for it. You'll never know the result if you stay um, behind, kumbaga,
Mm.
naka-step back ka. Yun.
That's true. Yes. Yes, I agree with you, Chacha. No? Not only for nurses, but to other professionals as well. And to other people.
Mm.
If they wanted to try it, just go for it. Kasi you would not know it if it's good for you or not, if you will not try it. Right? Kaya nga
Mm.
we have options naman in the online business. You can try it, you can check it out, and then you decide if you wanted to do it, pursue it or not. May ganun siyang option in the online business. So don't be scared. Okay, so this one naman is for Charlie. What can nurses
Mm.
expect in this business when they try it?
Uh, you will have fun. Definitely. I don't know. Siguro for someone like me who loves
Si
talking,
Charlie,
who
fan na
loves
fan kasi talaga. Enjoy
who
na
loves
enjoy.
talking, who loves
Yes
creating.
naman, that's
I don't
true.
know. I'm super enjoy. Super nag-enjoy ako. I'm super having fun. Obvious naman. because,
Yes.
kasi yes, kasi alam mo before, ang tendency ko kapag ganito na when I started the business, hindi naman sa sobrang hype or what. Pero kasi before, medyo ano din ako, siguro dahil employed pa ako before as a nurse, nung nag-start ako sa business. So medyo slow talaga yung progress ko. Tapos medyo kinakapa ko pa siya. Pero
Mm,
so medyo kaya mabagal. Pero nag-enjoy pa rin ako. Ang pwedeng ma-expect ng mga tao dito, besides the enjoyment, besides having fun, is you get to control your time. Actually, yun talaga yung
Mm.
pinaka parang
yeah.
reason, yung parang biggest reason or yung biggest na expectation na dito sa business. Because the flexibility, yun nga yung madalas na sinasabi ko sa mga taong nagtatanong sa akin, sa family ko, because I get to choose my time. So, sabi nga ng
True.
father ko actually kahapon, sabi niya sa akin, ate, hindi ka pa ba matatapos yan? Ha? Pag gusto kong matapos, edi tatapusin ko. Pero hindi pa eh. So, tuloy-tuloy lang ako. Sabi ko ganun kasi ang tagal kong nasa laptop. So, he was wondering why I was working a lot. Like, why, kaka-resign ko lang. So, bakit ang dami ko daw ginagawa? Parang ganon. So, yun lang. Kasi I can hold my time now. Alam mo, before, mga kwento ko lang, I can watch kasi like, siguro, two short series, like two 10-episode series in a day. Ngayon, halos hindi na ako nanonood.
Wow.
Wow.
Hindi naman, nanonood pa din,
Oh
pero
my
baga.
God.
Siguro
Because
kasi
of the business.
yeah, siguro kasi gustong-gusto kong ma-reap na agad yung reward. So, gusto
Yes.
ko itanim na
Oh.
agad
Exactly.
lahat ng ganyan pa lang kaaga. Parang ganon. So, going back, anong expect nila dito sa business na to? So, besides the flexibility, for me kasi, yun nga, yung sinasabi ni Ate Che kanina na this business is her plan A. Before, it was my plan B. I can resonate with her kasi na before it was my plan B, but now it's like becoming my plan A na kasi.
Mm-mm.
Because
Yeah.
with all the time that I am giving into this business,
Mm.
parang ganun yung nangyayari. Kasi alam ko na the more na I plant the seed now, the more that I
Mm.
will reap in the future. So, ayun. So, tapos, bukod doon, ah, for me, yun nga, I started this as a sideline because I have a few investments na rin kasi before I resigned from Saudi. So for me, for people who are looking for multiple sources of income, this is actually a good choice. This is actually a good option. I mean, kung hindi kayong isang tao na gusto mo ng mabilisan na rewards agad, kung gusto mo, hindi para sa ito. Kung
Mm.
ang iniisip mo is long term, this is good for you because maganda yung rewards na makukuha mo in the future. That's what I tell my friends na and family na somehow hindi nila maintindihan. Kasi parang,
Mm.
actually, ang madalas na sinasabi nila, ano bang ginagawa mo? Nagba-vlog ka ba? Vlogging? Hindi nga. So, actually, ilang beses ko na siya ina-explain sa kanila. Pero somehow ano nila, naiintindihan, pero yung iba hindi. Pero still, they can see naman that I'm enjoying and having fun. So, ayun. And then, ano pa, it can provide, kasi ako, gusto ko, one of my goals kasi is to retire early. I'm giving myself actually only the age of 40. Sabi ko pa nga sa family ko, maximum
Wow.
ko na yun. Sabi ko pa sa kanila, maximum ko na yung 40. Pero gagawin ko lahat para maka-retire ako before that. Sabi ko sa kanilang ganon. So, ayun, eventually kasi it can be a passive income as well. So, that's why I'm looking forward to that early retirement as well. So, ayun. Ano pa ba? Ayun, ano pa ba? More on, ayun na, parang tapos retirement, yun nga, because retiring early. So, wait, kasi ako parang makakapag ako dito ng emergency fund, retirement funds. I mean, nakikita ko yung capability nitong business para i-supplement yung hindi lang yung needs ko, but my family's needs and my future family's needs. Yung bagay yung
Yes.
sarili ko ng family.
Yes.
Tapos isa pa, kaya ko din to, kaya rin talaga ako nag-business na ito because ayokong ipasa dun sa mga magiging anak ko yung parang nangyari sa akin. Hindi naman sa pag-aano na parang, di ba, medyo normal yan sa Filipino families eh. Yung parang yung utang ng mga parents natin na ipapasa sa mga anak nila. So, yun ang gusto kong hindi mangyari sa mga magiging anak ko in the future. Gusto ko
Mm.
na I can have my own funds, so that sila na ang bahala sa sarili nila. Kasi yun yung medyo struggle ko kasi ngayon. So, I don't want them to experience that. So, that's why I ventured in this business because it's really amazing. So,
Yes.
ayun.
I, correct. The flexibility, yung lucrative siya kasi talagang giving us
Yeah.
income.
Mm.
Siguro I would just add to that na it's a plug and play business. Like when you
Yes,
set up
yes.
an online business, yes. Unlike in I would know because we have a traditional business. Medyo marami ka kasi
Mm.
talagang pag traditional business, marami kang kailangang asikasuhin. 'Di ba? You have to
Mm.
look for yung mga tao, you have to look for an office,
Mm.
ang daming supplies
Location,
and everything, correct? Pero syempre, when you
inventory.
set up an online business, pero syempre, okay talaga yung traditional business. Natutuwa lang
Mm.
ako with an online plug and play nga siya. All you need is your laptop, your or cell phone, and an internet
Your
connection,
cell
and
phone.
you're good to go. And it's very easy to do because we have a comprehensive training. The training is video based. Sobrang bilis, sobrang dali niyang i-follow na even for people who do not have experience in social media advertisement or online marketing, which is a
Mm.
bigger in the business, madali siyang gawin. Also for
Yes.
people who do not have business experience, di ba? So, sundin mo lang yung training, madali ka nang makaka-catch up dyan.
Mm.
Tsaka also, people can legitimacy of the business. Kami ni
Mm.
Charlie, we are registered in the Philippines. Our businesses are registered in the Philippines. And si Chai, I think you are registered sa UK ba, check?
UK. UK, yeah.
Yes. That's why we're saying na, when your kids come of age, pwede mo talaga siyang i-pass on to your kids. Yung business mo na yan, meron ka ng pamana sa kanila. Kailangan mo na lang i-nurture, buuin yung business mo ngayon para in the future,
Yes.
meron kayo talagang mapagkukuhanan or meron kang maipapamana sa mga anak mo. So yon. So if you guys are interested in business or you wanted to set up your own business, regardless kung anong profession nyo or kung anong ginagawa nyo sa buhay, this is for all. You just need to log into our website, sign up on our website, and then webinar. You can watch the replay on our website. At the same time, we have live webinars for us here in Papua New Guinea. It's every Wednesday and Friday p.m. Charlie, Philippines, when is the live webinar?
Wednesdays and Fridays, 1 a.m.
Uh, Philippines, I think 9 yata. Oh,
9
9
a.m.
ba?
a.m. Sa
9.
inyo ba?
Wednesdays and Fridays, 1 a.m. So sa amin ang 1
1 a.m.
a.m.
din.
Sa
Oo, I
kanila
see.
1.
So, yeah, so there, you just need to check it and watch our webinars there. And I hope you could start your own online business para you can, experience what we are experiencing, the flexibility, lucrative, lahat na of this online business. Again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you again on our next discussion about our digital entrepreneurship. Thank you so much, Charlie and
Thank
Cheche.
you.
Thank
Hello,
you.
thank
Thanks
you
for
so
having
much. Bye,
us.
everybody.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye. Thanks for watching.